Hi everyone, welcome to my video on fun ways to do self-introduction in English for interview video. So how do you actually appear to be more lively, more interesting, more impressive for your interviewers is by showing them your photos and videos of your life when they ask to describe about your personal life. Sometimes some interviewers, they do not ask you about your personal work experience, your days in your school. Sometimes they don't ask about your credentials, they ask about your personal lives. Recently, my wife's brother went for an interview, and then he explained of his favorite food and then his favorite hobby activity. So just to liven up the atmosphere when you actually have an interview. So what do? You can show them the photos of a trip overseas. You can show the fun time pictures of you and your pets, fun pictures of your family, memorable photos of the project you have been involved in school. So these are the few ways. Now this is a holiday kind of. You can show them your holiday. You can show them you had this nice photo that you actually went to holiday. This is the Caribbean. So maybe you went to the Caribbean beach, or you went to certain places of interest, and then you had a very memorable experience. That would really give a lot of points to you in your interview. I went to a mountain peak. You see this lady is on a mountain peak. She must climb the mountain peak and then seeing the nice view, the scenic view. Can be a place of that. Now you can be with your pets happily, like those kind of like you brought your pet for a walk and then you hug your pet, so they will profile you as someone, a human resource executive. Their profile is someone very loving, very caring, and that adds points to your interview. For interview and for the interviewer to give you points. You can also show photos of your loving your family, your niece, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, even your own child, so that they will feel that you are also a loving parent, you are a loving brother, loving cousin, so that you can also, so they will actually relate this to how you will be at your workplace. Now your personal life is very much related to your workplace, because how you react in your personal life is how you react also in your workplace as well. There are linkages to that. That's why they ask you about your personal life. So just share with them something fun like that. So we can talk about your hobbies and that you have interest and passion for. For this guy is music. You can talk about music. That's one idea. Music that you love, or it can be music that you love to listen to. It doesn't have to mean that you have to be a musician. Maybe photography. What photos do you like? What videos, what movies do you like, can be also a topic that you can interest the interviewer. You can like knitting and sewing for your family and friends, maybe something simple like that. And maybe flying drones is one idea. Now it's it's a hot hobby, and a lot of people are buying those kind of drones and quadcopters just to video and do for aerial photography, and this builds a lot of interest. And there's a lot of fun, a lot of technology, a lot of tweaking. So you'll find that you have very logical, very interesting kind of like engineering background to actually like fix up the drone, and you have creativity, you have resourcefulness, you have a lot of qualities that your hobbies will actually tell much about you being at the workplace, what kind of employee you will be. So share with the interviewer about the meaningful and fun projects you did during your school days. Now this is about the architectural like drawing plans. There are drawing plans. Maybe you have done a project where you actually fix up a shelter, so you have to draw the plans, and you can share with them. They build a shelter for animals. You can or maybe did some community service for the needy. Actually, you plan out certain projects like that, so that. Or you actually had a fun fair. Actually, if you see my latest slides, you'll see maybe you have planned. I have this road track experience where I'm in a road track club in Singapore before. Actually, I've heard of my like juniors who actually planned a whole fun fair as a project. So the fun fair was in Orchard. So they were actually Orchard is a city area of my country, Singapore, and then they actually had made a whole fun fair, and it was very successful. So you can maybe plan a fun fair, and this is actually, I think this is about environmental friendliness, where they actually use trash and make it into something very creative and very bright. And then they're actually talking about awareness, like environmental awareness, something meaningful like this. it could be fun to do this together as a group, so that you have this bondage and you have this community sort of communal sort of working together, the closeness. These are done by students, I believe. And sometimes they got group projects they do, like programming or software related stuff. Like now you can draw animation, you can do animation projects. Now there are even programs in my country where actually the kids learn coding, and then what they do is they program robots to have synchronized movements, mini robots, small little toy robots to have synchronized movements. So they have to plan together, they have to discuss at a very young age. So it's very good exposure and it's very fun. So you can share this with the interviewer. They will actually feel that you actually have a part to play in this creative process, and then they will love to have you on their team because you are a team player as well. So they actually take that into consideration, being a team player doing communal projects. You can share interesting fact about yourself, because sometimes they ask you what is your favorite food, what's your favorite activity. You can actually share with them your favorite food, and the list goes on. There's a lot of, and your favorite family member. So you can talk about foods. These are just berries, but you may like have a local food that you like to eat. This is actually a place where it's an amusement park with a water park, where actually they enjoy the slide down from the high point to this splashing of water. So it's very exhilarating. So you can talk about your favorite activity with your family. So because I know that some companies, they also have activities that they arrange with the colleagues, that you have like you have outings with colleagues to build a bond, because you need teamwork. When you work in a company, you need teamwork. You need to have fun and games as well. So to have to actually balance the work and life kind of to have the balance, so that they can have the true bondage. Because if you don't have fun with each other, you're just like, I go to office, you go to office, everybody goes to office, and then meet up for work, and then there's no like real activity that bonds them together to actually like really have a relationship. So relationship is very important. It builds the sort of teamwork and team play, which is very, very crucial for your business and the company. So if you can show that, then you'll be very good. Now, if your siblings, if you have a favorite memory, maybe your siblings, maybe your parents, it could be your siblings as well. So just share with them how you feel about them and how you personally connect with them. They want to know the connection you have with people. So you can also share funny experiences with them as well. Your blooper times where you actually fell down from a place. You know, those kind of bloopers where you actually spilled some sauce on your shirt, or some blooper times that you actually slipped and fell down. Hopefully you don't hurt yourself a lot. So you can also share how your friends played a prank on you, or how you played a prank on your friends. Like in April Fool's Day, like this in this case, actually the pail should be on the top of the door, and then it just fell on this guy, and then he got wet. And of course there are April Fool's Day where I actually play pranks on each other. So just share something fun, and because it's April Fool, so you have an excuse to actually play a prank. So play a joke or a prank. So, but also so this is how you actually make your interview interesting and lively. So this is the end of the presentation. I hope this has been helpful to you. Please subscribe to my channel and like my video if you find these fun ways to be useful. This will actually really help you impact your interview and really make it more interesting, lively for the interviewer, and also for yourself as well. You feel you have a good start before you actually work. You have built relationships with the human resource manager there, or the actual interviewer, one of the management staff. So when you do, they are actually feel one of the experiences of my like my wife's brother. He actually has what he actually does is he has two interviews before he gets to the job. And then for the first interview is more about your own credentials and all that. But then after that they talk about more like the second interview that he got was talking about his own personal life, what he liked to eat, what's happening in his family, what happened with his personal life and all that. So but some interviews they will just go straight into your personal life, and then just let you break ice with them, and then just have fun with the interview. So if you can get them laughing and get them enjoying, I'm sure you get your job, and then you have a nice time in the company. So I thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Take care.